What if satisfaction was never actually available to you? Not as a consequence of failure, not because of bad luck, or the wrong circumstances, or the wrong people around you, but as a design feature, built into the architecture of how your mind works. Nikola Tesla rewired the world, literally. The lights in this room right now, the electrical grid powering your phone, the infrastructure of modern civilization, that is his. He died alone in a hotel room, feeding pigeons, unable to pay his bills. Most people hear that and think, tragic. That is the wrong reaction. The right question is this: what does it tell you? That success at that scale, world-altering, civilization-reshaping success, was not enough. Whatever the answer is, it is probably not just about Tesla. Here is what biography tells you about Tesla. Genius, visionary, eccentric, cheated by Edison, misunderstood by the world. That framing positions him as a victim of external circumstances, a man who should have had more and was denied it. But here is what biography does not tell you. When Tesla won, when his AC system became the American electrical standard, when Westinghouse lit the Chicago World's Fair, when his patents were generating a fortune, it changed nothing inside him. Not relief, not rest, not even a pause. He moved immediately to the next problem, and the next, and the next. The problem was never the world. Think about the last time you hit a goal. Something you genuinely wanted, something you worked for. How long did the satisfaction last? Not the relief, not the moment of completion, the actual settled feeling, the sense that this is enough. If you are struggling to remember, you are not unusual, you are just honest. Most people call that drive. They call it ambition. They call it being a high achiever. A 19th century philosopher called it something else, and what he called it should make you uncomfortable. His name was Arthur Schopenhauer, and in 1818 he wrote one of the darkest things ever committed to philosophy. He said the human mind is not built to want things and feel satisfied when it gets them. It is built to want things, get them, and immediately reorganize around wanting something else. Not because you are broken, not because you lack gratitude, because that is the architecture. He called it the will. Not willpower, not conscious decision-making. A blind, ceaseless, non-rational force that underlies all human striving. The will constantly strives. It never arrives. When a desire is satisfied, it does not end. It regenerates immediately, like a flame that cannot be extinguished, because the fuel is the act of burning itself. Life, Schopenhauer said, swings between two states, lack and boredom. There is no stable middle ground where desire is met and remains met. Tesla didn't suffer despite his genius. His genius was a pure, unmediated expression of the will, operating at full power, with nothing to slow it down. Tesla did not work in episodes. He worked in a permanent state of ideation. He would visualize entire machines in complete mental detail, run simulations inside his own mind for weeks, check them for wear, test the tolerances, and only then commit them to physical form. The invention did not conclude a process. It triggered the next one. Most inventors experience relief upon completion. Tesla experienced acceleration. The alternating current motor, his greatest achievement, the thing that changed everything, did not bring him peace. It brought him more problems to solve. High-frequency transformers, the Tesla coil, wireless power transmission, a global energy grid with no wires. His own writings describe ideas arriving as fully formed entities demanding to be built. He did not choose to think. Thinking was the condition he could not disconnect from. He did not invent to stop inventing. He invented because the will required it. Completion was not a destination his mind contained. It was structurally absent. When Westinghouse won the War of the Currents and Tesla's AC system became the American standard, Tesla should have felt something like a rival. He did not. He had already recalibrated. There is a well-documented psychological phenomenon called hedonic adaptation. After a significant achievement, your baseline expectation adjusts upward. The goalpost moves. What felt impossible last year becomes the new minimum. Tesla's relationship with his own patents makes this visible. He sold his AC patents to Westinghouse, a royalty stream worth millions, generational wealth, permanent financial security. Later, when Westinghouse ran into financial trouble, Tesla tore up the contract. He surrendered millions in future earnings, without hesitation. Most analysts frame that as financial irrationality. It was not irrational. It was a man for whom money solved nothing, because money was not the problem. Some minds do not interpret success as completion. They interpret it as clearance to want more. Achievement shifts expectation faster than it stabilizes emotion. The will does not celebrate victories. It converts them into fuel. Tesla's increasing withdrawal in later life is usually explained as eccentricity. It was something more systematic than that. He refused partnerships, alienated patrons, retreated into an increasingly self-contained world, eventually living alone in a two-room hotel suite, his only consistent companions a flock of pigeons. When external reference points disappear, internal systems become absolute. Tesla had fewer and fewer people to challenge his assumptions, fewer contracts to constrain his timelines, fewer social structures to interrupt the thought loops. Isolation does not silence thought, it amplifies it. His later writings reveal a mind still generating at full speed, death rays, ionospheric energy transmission, thought photography, but with no external friction to shape or limit the ideation. The will, operating without resistance, does not slow down. It accelerates. Tesla did not deteriorate into madness. He deteriorated into purity. And purity in a psychological system organized around continuous striving is not peace. It is a closed loop with no exit condition. Here is what this case study actually reveals. Tesla's tragedy was not that he died poor. It was not that Edison took credit. It was not that the world underestimated him. The tragedy is that at the moment of his greatest breakthroughs, the moment's biography celebrates most loudly, satisfaction was already structurally impossible. The mechanism that produced the genius also prevented the peace. The enemy was never limitation. The enemy was completion itself. Now, when was the last time you achieved something and didn't immediately redirect toward the next thing? When was the last time the goalpost stayed still? You have been calling that drive. You have been calling it ambition. You have been calling it motivation. Schopenhauer would say you are not running towards something. You are being run. Tesla didn't lose. He never had access to winning. The uncomfortable part is not that his mind was different from yours. It is that it might not be. If you want to understand how this mechanism operates in high-functioning people who appear completely in control, the next case file goes deeper. Because Tesla is the extreme case, the pattern in ordinary ambition is subtler and harder to see, which is exactly what makes it effective. The next case file goes deeper. Subscribe to follow the pattern.